Hello everyone, and welcome to another What's for Dinner on WW Personal Points Plan. In this video, I'm going to be showing you what we had for dinner on WW, and I'm going to be giving you my personal points for each meal. And as always, I will have either links to the full videos if I've done previous full videos on any of these meals. And in those videos description boxes, you will find ingredients, instructions, and links to my recipe builder, where you can find out what the points on these meals are for you. If I haven't done a full video on one of these previously, I will have all its information down in the description box as well, and also a link to the recipe builder for it. But let's jump in and see what we had for dinner this week. First up is one pot chili mac. I love this stuff. I've been making it for years, probably since the start of doing WW years ago. It is easy, kid-friendly, and just definitely one of my go-tos. This starts with a large skillet on medium heat, and I'm just adding in a pound of lean ground turkey there and 2 onions that I've chopped up. That is a lot of onion. You do not need to use that much onion if you don't want to. I usually do because I love onion. Then I add in a little fresh ground black pepper, and I just cook all this together until that turkey is browned and those onions are softened. And then at that point, I add in a little bit of garlic and cook that for another minute or so. And a little real life moment for you here. I ended up getting distracted and overcooked my meat and onions, as you can see here. It happens, so I thought I'd leave that in and show you guys, because life does happen and it is not always perfect. Next, you're gonna add in some tomato juice, a couple cans of stewed tomatoes, a can of diced green chilies, some chili powder, ground cumin, and then you're gonna mix all this together. And I kind of break up or cut up my stewed tomatoes because I don't want those really big chunks in there. I've also at times just used cans of diced tomatoes, and that works well too, but I do like using the stewed tomatoes. I just break them up a little bit into smaller pieces. You're then gonna turn the heat up on this, bring it to a boil, and at that point you're gonna add in 2 cans of pinto beans, some whole wheat noodles, and then you're going to stir that all together, turn down your heat, cover it, and let it simmer for about 20 minutes or so, or until that pasta has absorbed a lot of that extra moisture in there and is cooked and looks like this. And here I've got a serving of that, which is a cup. It's actually a little more than a cup. This makes 12 kind of heaping cup servings. For me, a serving of this is 3 points. I went ahead and added a little fat-free Greek yogurt to the top of this and some green onions, both 0 points. So that makes the chili mac 3 points. And then over here, I have got some steamed broccoli, which is 0 points, and a cornbread muffin. I make these all the time. I show these all the time. I will go ahead and link these up above and down below if you haven't seen them. They're very good, and they are 2 points. So that is gonna make my dinner total for tonight 5 points. Next up is chicken tater tot casserole. I don't believe I've done a video on this one before. I have done one on another tater tot casserole that I've done, so I'll link that one up above and down below too if you want to check that one out. But this one is very good, very kid friendly, and so it's one I like to make quite a bit. This starts with a large pan. I'm gonna add an onion in here, as well as a little fresh ground black pepper. And then I'm gonna just cook that onion in there until it is nice and softened. At that point, I'm gonna add in some minced garlic. I'm gonna cook that in there for a minute or so. And then I'm gonna add in some cooked boneless, skinless chicken breast, low-fat cream of chicken soup, some skim milk, a can of drained green beans, and a little bit of fat-free Greek yogurt. And then I'm gonna just mix all that together really well. Then I'm gonna add a little more fresh ground black pepper. And there is a cup of a low-fat cheese. I'm gonna take half of that and add that in and stir it all together real well. Then I'm gonna take a 13 by 9 inch casserole dish, spray it with a little cooking spray, and pour in my mixture. Then I'm gonna smooth that all out. And once I've got it smoothed out, I'm gonna add some tater tots to the top of it, as evenly as I can. Then I'm gonna add the remaining cheese on top. And then gonna bake this at 375 for about 30 to 35 minutes or until it looks like this. Here is a serving, which is an 1/8, and that is 5 points for me. Along with it, we're having some steamed broccoli and carrots. And on that, I put just a little bit of this, I can't believe it's not butter spray, which is 0 points if you don't use like a gazillion sprays of it. So the veggies are 0 and the tater tot casserole is 5, which makes my dinner total for tonight 5 points. And finally this week we had chicken enchiladas. This is another one of my old favorite recipes. I've been making this for a very long time, ever since probably I started Weight Watchers, kind of like the chili mac that I started this video with. So this is definitely a favorite and one we really enjoy. Also another kid-friendly one. Then you start with a large bowl and you're gonna add in some chopped boneless, skinless chicken breast that's been cooked. And then to that, you're gonna add 2 cups of a low-fat cheese. I'm using this Mexican style cheese. It's 40% less fat, and it's 2 cups, so I'm just using the whole bag. Next, you're gonna add 2 cups of fat-free salsa, and then a can of fat-free refried beans. You're then gonna just mix all of that together really well until it looks like this. Then you're gonna set that aside. Here I've got 2 13 by 9 inch casserole dishes that I'm spraying with a little cooking spray. And then that is a can of green chili enchilada sauce. That's the brand I like to use. And I'm just pouring half of the can between the 2 casserole dishes and then kind of spreading that out along the bottom of them. Next, you're gonna need 24 corn tortillas. I like this Pueblo Lindo brand here. And I take a few of them at a time and microwave them for about 15 seconds just to soften them up. Then you're gonna take about 2 tablespoons of that mixture, spread it down the middle of the tortilla, roll them up tightly, and then place them seam down in the casserole dishes. And this is how I lay mine in. I put 8 lengthwise and then 4 horizontally. And that gives you 12 in each dish for a total of 24 enchiladas. Once you've got all these placed in here, you're gonna take your remaining enchilada sauce and pour it evenly between the 2 dishes on the tops of the enchiladas. And once you've got that all on, you're gonna bake these at 350 for about 30 minutes uncovered until they look like this. And here is dinner. I've got 2 of those. They are 3 points a piece, so 6 points for 2. I went ahead, put a little more fat-free salsa on top and a little bit of fat-free Greek yogurt. Neither one of those carry points. So the enchiladas are 6 points. And then along with it, I'm having a little side salad there. And I'm using some of this Bolt House cucumber ranch yogurt dressing. Still really love this stuff. It is only a point for 2 tablespoons. And that's about what I've got on there, is 1 to 2 tablespoons. But a point worth of dressing, which is going to make my dinner total then 7 points. And that was everything that we had for dinner this week on WW. I hope you guys enjoyed and maybe you got some ideas for yourself. Thank you as always for watching, and I will see you on the next one.